We asked our northern cousins to chime in, and boy did they. Soak up some of their forest wisdom, y'all. The planet can't survive human carelessness. It's January in the Arctic.
Howdy, human cousins. Happy holidays to all y'all from the Bigfoots of the North.
While you're enjoying the season, just want to
remind y'all, the joy of family and good times, ours and yours,
and the extended family of all life.
This season, as you gather around the table, don't let the marketing of big meat and dairy companies fool ya. It ain't peace on your table.
Not for you or the animal. Look at the science. Animal products poison your physiology and strain our land. Progress without compassion and empathy puts us all in peril.
If you want to give a gift that truly matters, think of us, the ones who are living in nature, and see the effects of your choices. Every day, consider donating to a nature charity, and something that everyone can do is vote with your dinner plate.
Yeah.
Researchers at Oxford University found that cutting out animal products is the single biggest way to reduce your impact on the earth. And to stop and reverse climate change, it's about making sure you, us, and all our furry friends have a future we can actually live in. Hey y'all, we got a message the other day from our Bigfoot cousins down south. They've been saying all these phony
AI-generated videos are talking about us too. They thought it was high time we tell the world what's really going on up here.
From what we've seen, those fake videos of us are just as wrong as they can be.
It's about time we weighed in and had our voices heard.
From someone supposed to be mythical, the rapid melting of my home of ice and snow is quickly becoming real.
Spring is coming sooner and sooner every year, and the warm weather is lasting longer and longer.
The North is the canary in the coal mine. Our collapse means record droughts and relentless heat waves everywhere else.
This is permafrost, frozen. It holds twice the carbon in the atmosphere. And up here, it's heating up 4 times faster than the global average. And guess what? It's not just the ice that's melting.
My food is too. This used to be a vibrant field of my favorite lichen. Unlike other great apes who feast on fruit, Pisces is perfectly built for this frozen north, with a specialized gut that extracts every bit of nutrition from the humble moss and roots.
But now it's a soupy mess. So yeah, while you're down there enjoying a meal with a side of planetary doom, I'm up here looking at a sad, squishy dinner.
It ain't just my food being affected. Our and your neighbors are having a real tough time.
Polar bears are losing their ice, which is their hunting ground. It's soon they won't be able to hunt, and they could be gone by the end of the century.
Puffins are losing their food, so their chicks are starving now. They'll keep losing their chicks, and their whole population will vanish.
Rain on snows turn into ice, covering up the food for the mighty caribou. They're starving to death, and whole herds aren't surviving the winter.
The ocean's warming up, and it's messing with the great whales. They're getting separated from their young, and the great herds could die out.
Arctic foxes are losing their homes, and their food's now gone too. They'll keep starving and dying off. We'll never see them again. Walruses got no ice to rest ice, so they're on the beaches. They're getting crushed and dying in stampedes, and the young don't make it. Less and less every year. The ice is going fast, and these poor seal pups. Many are drowning or getting lost. Their populations are dwindling. The snowpack is melting way too fast. These wolverines, they need the deep snow for their young. Their whole den's falling in on them, and the little ones won't make it. The ocean absorbs 25% of CO2 and generates 50% of our oxygen. But it's sick from overfishing and choked by ghost nets. Down here, the deep corals turn into dust. From the CO2, what ain't dissolved is torn up by nets.
Every year, 1 million tons of fishing nets are discarded. Fish to seals to whales are caught, pushed to extinction. These ghost nets are quickly turning our previously vibrant and living waters into ghost oceans.
Nowhere on this planet are we free of these nets, and they break down and contribute significantly to the microplastics found in your food and water.
Tangled up in all that. These right whales, they're trying to get south, but the ocean's a minefield of fishing nets.
Every year more and more of them, and their kind get caught, and they're just a few dozen away from being gone forever.
It's a useless waste. The nets are too big, the boats are too many. Sharks, whales, turtles, rays.
Hundreds of millions of sea life every year, captured and thrown out like garbage, all to feed the unsustainable, unhealthy, and unnecessary addiction to eating animals. The ocean can't hold up.
Ecosystems are collapsing in the oceans and on land. The current lowball estimate is that a dozen species go extinct every day.
We just don't know which one is going to be the breaking point that makes the whole thing collapse.
I've been watching you humans from up here, and I've finally figured out what's melting my ice cap.
It's not a secret James Bond villain laser sun gun. No, it's something scarier called a factory farm.
And a carbon footprint big enough to step on the whole planet.
According to a little university called Oxford, humans switching to a plant-based diet is the only thing that will stop and reverse this mess.
You've built these massive globe-trotting horror buffets for yourselves, and the animals you're, farming are burping and passing gas. At such an alarming rate, 36% of all methane emissions in the world, you're literally boiling the atmosphere.
It's like a superpower for melting ice. Who knew that animal products could not only cost you and the animal, but also be so effective at planetary destruction?
It's a really genius plan if you're trying to evict an animal that lives in the snow. I've noticed something else too.
With your year-round access to plant-based whole foods.
I seem to think you've got some special reason to eat meat and dairy.
You are not polar bears. You are great apes like us. We last shared a common ancestor before the dinosaurs went extinct over 100 million years ago.
The indigenous peoples of the Arctic are the only humans who have a specific genetic adaptation to eat meat that the rest of the world doesn't.
It's not an addiction, it's a preference, right? And that addiction, preference, is melting my home.
Newsflash, your DNA isn't the same as an Inuit person's. You don't have the same genetic adaptations to handle all that meat and fat.
So while you're pretending to be a hunter-gatherer from the Arctic,
You're actually just a modern supermarket consumer with a case of mistaken identity. You act like you're all genetically okay with animal products, where all the science says otherwise.
The science is clear. Meat and dairy are consistently associated with high risks for cardiovascular disease, diabetes, cancer, and all-cause mortality. Conversely, plant proteins, legumes, whole grains, and nuts are made perfectly by nature, have all essential amino acids, fiber, and nutrients, fight disease, and support longevity. For the health of your body and our planet, the most compassionate, evidence-based, wisest path to health for the great ape family that's you and me is not slaughtered or milked, but grown.
We are plant-based, not out of moral superiority, because it's what our body's built for, like all the great apes, including you. Stop making your behavior okay by comparing yourself to other animals.
Age. Ha! Plant-powered muscles. Yeah, the science shows plant-based athletes show same, if not superior, gains and faster recovery. This body, fueled entirely by the hearty nutrition of Arctic root vegetables, frozen cranberries, and dense mountain lichen my whole life.
This terrain demands everything, but plant protein keeps us light, nimble, and injury-free. More than that, it extends our peak.
We are fueled by plants. We don't just run now, we run longer, with vitality. It's the ultimate performance enhancer.
The cold demands endurance, and our plant diet gives it. Research shows plant-based athletes
Consistently achieving high VO2 max scores, we swim for hours on our plant-based diet.
If you like what we're doing, please subscribe, like, and comment. We'd love to hear your suggestions.
The effects of melting snowcaps aren't just limited to us either. You know how over 40% of the human population lives within 60 miles of the coast? Well, you might want to start looking at mountaintop property or putting floaties under your house.
Because those sea levels are rising. This whole thing a domino effect. The global ecosystems are all collapsing, from disappearing, coral reefs, receding glaciers, to massive deforestation, and a lot of the planet's misery can be traced back to one common source.
Welcome to the law offices of the Biome Liberation Front and the Habitat Vandalism Task Force. This is Sanford L. Polar Bear. He's our attorney for our lawsuit against humanity with the International Court of Justice.
This is an emergency injunction demanding the reduction of livestock population to
stabilize global climate injury.
Humanity has violated its duty to manage the Earth.
You're watching this video is acceptance of the subpoena to appear in court on behalf of humanity.
It's like you're all looking for a complicated technological fix for a problem that's as simple as, well, not eating your way out of an earthly home.
You're building machines to suck carbon out of the air when you could just, stop pumping it into the air with every meal.
Maybe if more of y'all chose the one that ain't melting the planet, right? We could get back to being mysterious and reclusive creatures, living well, sharing this planet.
Instead of the world's best-looking, most inconvenienced climate change victims, us.
You know, for a myth, this whole frozen thing's getting to be so unreal.
Every day. Consider donating to a nature charity, and something that everyone can do is vote with your dinner plate. Eat consciously. Every day. Consider donating to a nature charity, and something that everyone can do is vote with your dinner plate. Eat consciously.